James Webb Space Telescope has captured unprecedented pictures of a newly discovered exoplanet,
providing a peek into the start of our own solar system.
The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most advanced observatory launched into space, has once again stirred the scientific community and the world at large with a discovery that borders on the terrifying. As the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, Webb was designed to peer deeper into the universe than any of its predecessors, uncovering the secrets of ancient galaxies, probing exoplanet atmospheres, and unveiling the architecture of the cosmos itself. But nothing could have prepared astronomers for what the telescope recently revealed, a discovery so profound it has the potential to reshape our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. The telescope, parked at its observational outpost nearly 1 million miles from Earth at the second Lagrange point L2, had been conducting a deep field survey when its instruments picked up an anomaly. At first, the data seemed like a glitch, an unexpected signal in the mid-infrared range that didn't match any known cosmic signature. But upon further analysis, it became clear that this was no error. The James Webb Space Telescope had detected an astronomical structure unlike anything cataloged before, an impossibly massive void surrounded by a ring of high-energy emissions, occupying a region of space where no such structure should exist. Dubbed Dark Nexus X by the lead researchers, this formation defies the known principles of cosmic evolution. The void stretches over hundreds of millions of light years, yet its boundaries are sharply defined, almost artificial in nature. Normally, galactic voids form through the gravitational dance of matter, expanding slowly as galaxies are pulled into clusters. But this structure appeared to have emerged rapidly, tearing a hole in the cosmic fabric with such force that surrounding galaxies exhibited strange alignments, as though something had twisted the very rules of space-time itself. More alarming still was what lay at the heart of the void. Using its near-infrared spectrograph NIRSpec, Webb was able to isolate a faint pulsating signal emanating from the center of the region. This was no ordinary radio burst or cosmic background fluctuation. The frequency pattern exhibited a complex structure, with rhythmic intervals and wave signatures that bore no resemblance to naturally occurring phenomena. The implications sent shockwaves through the astrophysics community. Could this be a previously unknown class of celestial object, or was it something else entirely? Efforts to explain the structure have ranged from high-energy physics to speculative theories involving exotic dark matter interactions or the collapse of higher-dimensional constructs. Some researchers even posited that the signal could be a relic of an ancient civilization, one so advanced it had manipulated space-time on a scale that dwarfed human comprehension. While mainstream science remained cautious, the raw data left little room for mundane explanations. The geometry of the void, the energy concentrations along its edges, and the inexplicable signal at its center painted a picture that was both mesmerizing and chilling. What elevated this discovery from fascinating to deeply unsettling was how it contradicted the fundamental tenets of modern cosmology. According to the Standard Model, the universe should appear largely homogeneous and isotropic when viewed on a grand scale. Structures like galaxies and clusters exist, but they are scattered evenly over the cosmic web. A void of this magnitude with such unnatural symmetry and energy patterns suggests either a massive oversight in our understanding of the universe or interference from an unknown force. The thermal readings from the area added another layer of complexity. Webb's mid-infrared instrument MIRI recorded temperatures near absolute zero at the center of the void, far colder than the cosmic microwave background. Yet, paradoxically, the outer ring blazed with intense heat signatures, so much so that nearby gas clouds were being ionized without a visible source of radiation. These temperature extremes violate our models of thermodynamics on a cosmological scale. Something is drawing energy inward and then expelling it outward in a configuration that mirrors theoretical models of negative energy densities, often associated with wormholes or even artificial constructs. As the data continued to pour in, gravitational lensing effects became apparent. Light from background galaxies was being warped in bizarre, spiraling patterns around the structure, as if space itself were coiling into an unnatural shape. These distortions revealed the presence of an immense gravitational source, yet there was no detectable mass to account for it. The invisible gravitational field hinted at either a concentration of dark matter far beyond what current theories allow, or worse, a region where the normal laws of physics had been suspended or rewritten. In another round of observations, the telescope shifted its instruments to analyze chemical signatures in the surrounding galaxies. What it found only deepened the mystery. Elements typically associated with star formation, like hydrogen, helium, and various heavier metals, appeared in skewed ratios. Several nearby star systems displayed abnormal spectral lines, indicating accelerated aging, as if time itself were being warped in the proximity of the void. If true, this would mean the structure doesn't merely bend space. It could be manipulating time on a scale unprecedented in astrophysical observation. With each new detail, the discovery grew more ominous. The regular pulse from the void's center began to exhibit subtle shifts, almost like a pattern evolving over time. Analysts applied cryptographic algorithms to the waveforms and found repeating sequences that resembled non-random data packets. This led to one of the more controversial proposals, that the structure may be a signal intended for someone or something capable of recognizing its complexity. If this is indeed a message, then it is one either left behind by a cosmic intelligence or still actively being broadcast by a source within the void. The implications of this are staggering. Humanity has long looked to the stars with curiosity and hope, seeking evidence that we are not alone. But this discovery comes with none of the joy or wonder typically associated with the possibility of intelligent life. Instead, it delivers a jarring sense of scale and vulnerability. If a civilization has indeed left its mark upon the universe in this way, it is not one we can comprehend, let alone communicate with. The idea that the structure could be an artifact or beacon from a hyper-advanced entity raises existential questions that cut to the core of human identity and purpose. More frightening is the possibility that the structure is not a relic, but a tool, a mechanism still in operation, designed to observe, manipulate, or perhaps even control vast regions of the cosmos. Webb's high-resolution imaging has picked up strange filaments extending from the void's edge, thread-like structures that connect to nearby galaxies and appear to alter their motion over time. These filaments don't behave like typical gravitational tendrils. They oscillate with precise frequency shifts and seem to exhibit a feedback loop, as if they are measuring or reacting to their environment. Scientists are divided. Some suggest we are witnessing the footprint of a cosmic-scale machine, a Dyson shell writ large across light years of space, harvesting or rerouting energy on a scale we can't fathom. Others urge caution, warning against anthropomorphizing what could be a natural phenomenon that simply lies outside our current grasp. But even these voices cannot dismiss the symmetry, the rhythm, and the eerie regularity of the energy patterns radiating from the center of the void. Nature, though complex, rarely displays such intention. What this means for humanity is still unknown. The discovery does not pose an immediate threat in any traditional sense. There are no death rays or alien armadas descending upon Earth. But the psychological impact is undeniable. This is not a distant galaxy or black hole we can safely study from afar. This is a window into a part of the universe that contradicts everything we thought we understood. A place where the rules break down, where structures appear more constructed than formed, and where signals echo with the implication of purpose. Every day, new data continues to stream from Webb's instruments, analyzed by teams across the globe. Yet no unified theory has emerged to explain the structure. It is too large, too alien, and too precisely formed to fit within our current paradigms. The deeper the telescope looks, the more it reveals layers of complexity that resemble not chaos but design. That possibility, that something with awareness may have shaped this region, is what unsettles scientists the most. In the months following the detection, proposals have surged to send targeted probes, increase radio listening arrays, and invest in AI systems to decode the signal. But such efforts are still in their infancy, and many within the astrophysical community are urging patience and caution. If this is a message, it may not be meant for us. If this is a mechanism, we may not understand what triggers it or what it could do if activated. Even the act of studying it might alter its behavior, an unnerving thought that echoes the double-edged nature of observation in quantum theory. now writ large across intergalactic scales. The James Webb Space Telescope was never built with the intention of discovering something like this. It was designed to look back in time, to study light from the earliest stars and galaxies. But in doing so, it may have stumbled upon something older, deeper, and far more mysterious than any primordial star cluster, a presence or phenomenon that has been quietly shaping the universe from a dark, cold center, far beyond our comprehension. This discovery may not bring immediate danger, but it challenges the very foundations of science, philosophy, and even belief. It demands that we consider possibilities long relegated to the realm of science fiction. It forces us to reckon with a universe that may be more conscious, more structured, and more hostile, or indifferent, than we ever dared to imagine. The James Webb Space Telescope has opened a door, and what lies beyond it may redefine everything we know about the cosmos. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on what James Webb discovered that terrifies the world now? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.